Welcome to another Dragonlance Saga Readings episode. My name is Adam, and today I'm reading the Dragonlance Saga Book 2, Chapters 3 and 4. I'd like to take a moment and thank the members of this channel and invite you to consider becoming a member by visiting the link in the description below. Chapter 3, Caravan of Slaves.
More prisoners to work the mines at Pax Starkaz. A magic user, 2 females to enjoy. Not a bad catch considering how the pickings have been drying up in that burned out shell of a town. By the gods, there may even be a promotion in this for me. Seston, keep out from underfoot, gully dwarf!
Yes, Foemaster. At last, Goldmoon, the rest of us are as homeless as you and Riverwind. Now we too know the cold emptiness inside that hurts worse than any sword thrust. I would have imagined you thought of Qualinisty as home, Tanis. That land could never truly be home to one called Tanis half-elven. Could it, Gilthanas? Why does he turn away from you, refusing to speak? Because of what we once were to each other, lass. Once friends and more than brothers. My mother, you see, died of grief only months after my birth. Some in the Elven Kingdom were amazed that the Speaker of the Suns would take into his own house the bastard son of his dead brother's wife after she had been raped by a human warrior. But my uncle had strong views on responsibility. Raised together, his son Gilthanas and I, and his little sister Lorana, delighted in teasing their older brother Porthios, even though one day he would inherit the Speaker's throne. None of my childhood friends ever made me feel the half-breed I was. And it was only in later years, watching with growing unease the growing affection between his beloved daughter and the half-elf, that the Speaker must have begun to regret his earlier decision. As for Gilthanas, well, I suppose at first he fumed over it from a distance. But when he finally told me his feelings, the words we exchanged were bitter, and their sting has not faded to this day. When I left Qualinisty about the age of 80, about 20 in human years, Lorana wept, but the eyes of Gilthanas were filled with hate and triumph. As for their Speaker father, well, he tried to hide his feelings, but he was not sorry to see me go. Is it any wonder I came to think of solace, not Qualinisty, as my home? But enough of that. Goldmoon, do you think the discs of Mishikal can help us, if we can ever get to the horse which transports them? I do not know. As a cleric, I cannot even read the runes upon them that do not deal with healing. All will be made clear, however, to the leader I am to find. But who he may be, or how I am to find him, I know not.
Here's another one, you scum!
What? Theros Ironfeld?
My faithful friend, what have they done to you?
He won't be forging anything ever again, unless it be a new arm. Let him be a lesson to all those who would help elves. All right, let's be on a... Seston, you oaf!
Yes, Philmaster. Theros, you have paid for your loyalty with your life.
He's bleeding to death. Can't someone help him?
I am a healer. Let me. He's dying. Spare him your barbarian rituals. Be silent. Mishakal, if this man's destiny be not fulfilled, I beg you to grace him with your blessings. The blood, it stopped flowing. Let him sleep now.
You see, Gilthanas, Goldmoon is a healer like no other. But why did they do this to Theros? He was useful to them, as a blacksmith. Yes, but Verminard has sworn to exterminate every elf on Krynn. His draconians must have found out that Theros was helping elves to escape their net.
They did, girl. I had learned that someone, I know not who, had betrayed him to them. Since he had helped me escape from Solace before, I had returned to warn him, but they had already taken him when I got there. I was at the inn pondering what to do next when you others arrived.
Hello, Seston. How's Toda treating you?
I carry a message for him, and he kicks me for it. As always. Your friend will live, elf. The flesh has closed over his terrible wounds. My lady, for what I said, I hope you will. It is already forgiven.
A third sunrise bouncing along in this wretched rolling prison.
Would you rather we were already slaving the mines at Pax Tharkas, Flint Fireforge?
Well, perhaps not, but still. What are we stopping for?
It may have something to do with that old man up ahead, the one talking to that tree.
I said move, and I mean it. I was sitting here enjoying the rising sun when you had the nerve to cast a shadow over it and chill these old bones. Move this instant, you insolent hunk of wood and sap, or I'll... Someone shut that loony in a cage! In with you, Greybeard! Get your hands off me! Arrest the tree! Obstructing sunlight, that's the charge!
That's all we need. More people in here.
Are you all right, old one? I am a cleric of...
Clang! Mr. Call, my, but you don't look 300 years old.
How did you know about Mishakal? And I'm not 300,
No, of course you're not. I'm sorry, dear. Never bring up a lady's age in public. Forgive me. Won't happen again. Our little secret, eh? Kind of you all to stop and offer me a lift. The road to Quilinisty is long.
We're not going to Quilinisty, little man.
No? Is there another group due by here soon then? I could have sworn this was the one.
Then swear again. We are prisoners, bound for the slave mines at Pax Tharkas, as are you yourself now.
What's your name, old one?
My name? Fizzman? Yes, that's it. Fizzman.
Fizzman? That's not a name.
It isn't? That's too bad. I was rather fond of it.
I think it's a splendid name, Tasselhoff.
Raceland's cough is getting worse, Caraman. I've never seen him this bad. Even Goldmoon can't help him. He's got to have this stuff he drinks. I'll break their heads if they won't give it to him. I don't care how many of them there are.
They'll only kill you, and Raceland will get nothing. We'll talk to them when we stop for the night.
Excuse me. May I? Not at the time. Hello. Name's, Fizzman. You are Agi. Why, yes, I suppose I am.
He's a flaky one, that old man.
Perhaps, but did you notice? Raceland's still sick, but his cough's gone. Taz, there's your Gully Dwarf friend. Ask him. Seston, can you clear up an argument between Tanis and me?
Don't know. Maybe so.
He says Lord Verminard has 100 Draconians guarding his mines, and I say only 50. How many are there, really?
2. Also dragons, too.
I forgot. Gully Dwarfs can't count above 2. Listen, Tanis, a bird call from the woods. But that kind of bird doesn't live around here.
Gilthanis, did you hear?
Tanis!
What? Oh, good. The elves are here.
What elves? Where?
What matter? We need the legend warrior Huma and his mythical dragonlances to get us out of this mess.
Oh, but Huma was real, and so was the Dragonlance. It was a weapon similar to... No, actually, it was more like... Well, no, it wasn't like that either. It was closer to, well, a lance. That's it, a lance. And it was quite good against dragons. Thip!
Is something going on out there, please?
I can practically guarantee it. Ambush! Clatter, clatter. Earth attack! Regroup! Ah! Where are they? Why don't they come out and fight?
Tanis, what's happening?
Porthios! Since Porthios is Gilthanas' brother, I take it this is a rescue attempt. Though I doubt there are enough elves to do more than strike and run.
Thump! It won't be much of a rescue if we end up dead. I always heard elves were excellent marksmen.
There's hundreds of them trying to free my prisoners. We're surrounded. Seston, stay there. Guard these prisoners with your life. Everyone, charge to the north. I must report this to Lord Verminard. You Draconians, tend to the prisoners. The devil is guarding them. Let's kill them and divide the booty.
Seston, you're as much a slave as we could be. Help free us, and you can come with us.
Well... Come on, Gully Dwarf. Use that piddling axe. Before the Dracs get us all.
Dink.
That's it. I guess I will have to wing it. This would work better, of course, if I had a bit of bat guano on me. Everyone, take cover! That took care of the Dracs, but this cage is still intact. Strange. That really should have worked.
Seston, try again. Hurry. Dink.
Did it?
What? Why, the lock must have been so hot from the explosion that... Clang. Yes, Seston, you did it. Caramon, Sturm, get our weapons from the supply wagon. We've got to make for the Elven Wood before the goblins and Draconians decide to return.
Wonderful spell, Fizzman. Thank you very much, Fizzman.
Yo, elves. Quen talas uvenele. The Draconians and goblins know better than to follow us into the forest. I wonder what happened to Seston. I thought I saw him run off, but... Don't worry, Taz. The elves won't hurt him.
Welcome, Gilthanas. How fared my brother among the men and monsters?
Not so well as now, good Porthios. I am glad to be back.
And you have brought us honored guests as well.
Honored prisoners is more like it. This is likely to be rough on you, Tanis. I know, old friend. Yet, it will be good to be in Quilinosti and in our city of Qualinost once again. I hope. Chapter 4, Qualinost. The Tower of the Sun! I never knew such beauty existed, Tanis half-elven. I share your feelings, Goldmoon. I thought I had left this behind long ago, but now I know I never truly left it all. Quilinosti is part of me, no matter how much I might have denied it. Then take a last lingering minute, for we elves are leaving this land. What? You can't mean it, Gilthanas. Surely things aren't that bad. They are worse than bad. Look around you, Tanis.
My sons! I never thought to see either of you again in this life. Tell me of the raid.
In time, Speaker. First, I bid you greet our guests.
Yes, I am sorry. I bid you welcome, you who have entered this kingdom no one has entered for many a year. Your one-armed comrade is being attended to. Is that indeed you, Tantalus, son of my brother's wife? We have long wondered about your fate. My daughter in particular has missed her childhood playmate.
And I have missed Qualinost, Speaker, though I am called Tanis in the outer world.
Now, Gilthanas, tell me of the raid on Pax Tharkaz.
I have failed, Speaker of the Suns.
I had feared as much. Tell your story, my son.
My warders and I traveled south in secrecy, even found a group of human resistance fighters, refugees from Greatway, who joined us, adding to our numbers. Then, by the cruelest mischance, we stumbled into the advanced patrols of the Draconian army. Only druids in the woods saved me from dying like the others. I went on to Solace, which is now destroyed.
There I was hidden by the blacksmith Theros Ironfeld, who would have died when his arm was severed, but for the miraculous healing powers of the Lady Goldmoon. Come forward, woman of the plains. Tell us, how did you heal the man? By witchcraft, perhaps?
No, speaker, by means of this.
That medallion! By our gods, I shall myself tear it from your... Ah! Black magic! Gods, seize this! Try it, elves, and you'll face Riverwind's wrath before you. Now stop all this nonsense.
Fizban?
You asked for that, you know, speaker. Who are you? What was that name again?
Fizban!
Yes, Fizban. Now, Solstarin, I suggest you call off your guards and apologize to the young woman before you... Help! I've gone blind! Oh, thank the true gods, 'twas only my hat. You were right. Forgive me, Lady of the Plains. It has been 3 centuries since the symbol of Mishakal was seen in this land, and my heart bled to see it profaned as I thought.
No apology is necessary, Speaker of the Suns, but I am a cleric, not a witch.
We have been in despair for so long, dear lady, that I failed to see the arrival of hope. You must tell us your story after you have rested. Tonight we will hold a banquet in honor of all of you. Lorana?
I am here, Father.
On my honor as a Solanic knight, I've never seen a woman so lovely.
Nor shall you in this world.
I welcome you to Quellenost, honored guests. Please follow me. The way is not far, and there is food and drink and comfort at the end. Tantalas, quisif nanpa.
Lord...
Ah, shave off that horrible beard, Tantalus. It itches. It makes you not look like Tantalus anymore.
Lorana...
Oh, don't be mad. I'll learn to like it if you insist. Now, will you kiss me back? Or is it not proper for a girl to kiss her betrothed?
We were but children then, playing a game. I love another now, a human woman. Her name is Kitiara.
You love another? But I love you, Tantalus.
And I love you, but I cannot wed you because I love her, too. My heart is divided, just as my blood is. I'm sorry, Lorana. I never meant...
Tantalus. Tanis? My sister told me all. I had tried to tell her before that the human half of you would cry out to other humans, but she would not listen to me.
Thank you for telling her. I know it cannot have been easy. Gilthanis,
Please say no more. Let us all leave it as it is, and perhaps if we can never be friends, we may at least respect each other. The banquet awaits, and after it, certain decisions. Fellow elves and honored guests, Lord Verminard's armies mass in Solace and in Haven, ready to move against us. If it were only an army, we could defend Quellenosti, but what can we do against dragons? According to legends, it was only with the Dragonlance that the mighty warrior Huma defeated them, but there are none now, at least that we know of, who remember the secret of that great weapon. We will have time to escape into the west, but only if a third dragon army at Pax Tharkaz, less than a day's journey from us, can be stopped.
And can it be stopped?
It can, Tantalus. As you know, men from Gateway and Solace are helping prisoners in Pax Tharkaz, and I know a way into the fortress there. Follow me, and you not only have a chance to free your own kind, but you offer the elves a chance to escape. A chance to live that many elves were not given when humans brought the cataclysm down upon us. This is slander, Gilthanis. More, you would sacrifice the human captives to the dragon armies as a desperate man throws hunks of meat to pursuing wolves. Please forgive my son's rash words, but Verminard will slay the humans soon at any rate, since the ore in the mine there is nearly gone. For my part, I send my son Gilthanis with you, knowing we may never see each other again. I make this sacrifice so that my people and yours may live.
I myself will go with Gilthanas, if allowed, despite the failure of his previous missions, Speaker. But most of the rest of my party should go with you elves. Goldmoon, in particular, holds something which must not fall into Verminard's hands.
I shall accompany you, half-elf, and it is not among the Qualinesti that the Plains woman will find the one she seeks.
I do not see how you can know that, my brother, but I go with you.
Somehow, I know that what the maid says is true. The elves wish to flee the world, not fight for it. I, too, shall go to Pax Tharkaz.
Where Goldmoon goes, Riverwind goes.
Nor is it meet for a knight to hide behind elven tunics.
Looks like we're mostly all going, eh, Hasselhoff?
Why not? I'm going as well, Tanis. I plan to become a swordswoman, like Kidiara.
Oh, wonderful. Now, perhaps we can get some sleep before we go.
You're not one of us, Fizban. You're definitely going with the elves.
I go where I choose in this world, Tanis half-elven. May I choose to go with you.
And I'm supposed to be the leader of the group. Well, it's settled then. We all go with Gilthanas.
Perhaps it is an omen that the morn dawns so stormy, Goldmoon.
This is not given to us to know, beloved.
How do you like the armor Gilthanas gave me, Caraman?
Fetching, Tiga.
I will instruct you later on the use of this sword.
I'll just bet he will.
Tanis, I don't trust Gilthanas. If he was in such danger back in Solace, why is he sitting around the inn? He told you he'd come back to warn Theros Ironfell, who still got his arm lopped off and had to be carted off with the elves. Who's to say Verminard isn't bribing or blackmailing him into leading us into a trap? You're both wrong. I'd stake my life on it. If there's anyone in this group I don't trust, it's your brother and that old man. Raceland has saved our lives more than once on this mad journey, Tanis. I'm sorry, Caraman. I didn't really mean that. It's just that, for all the bad blood between us over Laurana, I can't believe Gilthanas is a traitor. Now, let's speak no more of it.
Oh, by the way, Tanis half-elven, somebody's following us.
By the gods! Men and goblins sprawled together in a death mound. This clearing was the site of a bloody battle.
And recently, too, from the look of it.
What do you make of it, Gilthanas?
Fewer goblins for us to fight, that's all.
Tanis, someone's alive over here! Human! Beneath all the blood!
Perhaps I can heal him.
Yet, if he's one of those men who fights for the Dragon High Lord,
I am no traitor.
He's well enough to speak at any rate.
My friends, are they all dead?
Gilthanas!
This man was with my elf party when we were ambushed, my friends. How did you survive the battle at the ravine, Ebon Shatterstone?
Actually, Elf, I might ask you the same question.
As for myself, after slaying the goblins which you found atop of me, I fell to overwhelming numbers. The others must have left me for dead, yet the blood on me is more theirs than mine.
Well, if Gilthanas will vouch for you, we could use another expert swordsman.
If you're fighting Draconians, your fight is my fight, my friend. And who might you be, pretty maiden?
What do you know of this Ebon Shatterstone, Gilthanas?
He is from Gateway, scion of a once rich family. When they lost all their wealth, he became a sellsword and drifted into our ranks. I suppose he could have escaped that battle. After all, I did. I know not all your companions, believe me, but I loathe Verminard with all my being. I would gladly sacrifice my life.
And ours as well?
I confess only the lives of my people mean aught to me, but they mean everything. And Fizban was right, incidentally. We are being followed.
Thank you all for tuning in to this Dragonlance Saga reading. What do you think of the comic? Have you ever read Dragonlance comics before? Feel free to email me at info@dlsaga.com or leave a comment below. This channel is all about celebrating the wonderful world of the Dragonlance Saga, and I thank you for joining me in the celebration. Thank you for watching. This has been Adam with Dragonlance Saga, and until next time, Slanjava!